Hollywood is notorious for their abuse of children, so when I saw a video of Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick doing a dance in support of sex shows, which the left is marketing to children, I had to wonder exactly what it is they're trying to promote. And I'm going to be reasonable and honest. I don't think Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick know at all what they're trying to promote or defend. And this, my friends, is the banality of evil. Right now, across the country, there's an effort to restrict sex shows to private places and to prohibit children from attending. I think it is a just and noble cause to say, dude, if you want to do drag or cabaret or burlesque or whatever, go ahead and do it. Just no kids. But when you come to me and say you want kids there, I gotta ask why. And I'm gonna have to say no. Then all of a sudden you get Kevin Bacon, and he's dancing around with his wife promoting this stuff, the banality of evil. Because I think if you went to Kevin Bacon as a reasonable person and said, do you think, children should be around adults doing sexualized performances? He'd be like, no. And then you'd say, okay, that's what you're promoting. That's what you're defending. Pay attention, dude. But you know what? Weak men make hard times. And people like Kevin Bacon in this day and age don't pay attention to what's going on. They don't care. The paycheck's too good. He's got too many followers. He's going to make money. He's going to sell you a product, bling, bling, baby. And he's going to use that money for, whatever it is Kevin Bacon does. I like Kevin Bacon. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I don't think he's paying attention at all. And if he is, then he's maliciously evil. I think he's just going along with the narrative, not paying attention. And it's the blind leading the blind. But of course, who's leading him? The money. These organizations and institutions that have a value play here for revolution or ideology or just money are telling him what to do. And he's like, sure, why not? The ACLU. You think the ACLU is actually fighting for you? Here's a story from Fox News. Kevin Bacon and wife Kira Sedgwick go viral in pro-drag queen dance video. Drag bans are bad karma. Well, here's the video. I'm not going to play the song because I don't know copyright issues, but here's the annoying cringe video they put out where they slowly dance towards the camera or something, and then they spin around, I guess, and that's about it. And it's 14 seconds long. And they're wearing shirts that say, drag is an art, drag is a right. And they say, join us and the ACLU. And the ACLU launched this program which seeks to raise money to defend drag. But look, there are a lot of conservatives that hate drag in general. Yeah. But most are just like, no kids. That's it. No kids. Don't bring kids to burlesque shows. Have a nice day. Is that so hard? All right. Well, then maybe it's time to realize these people are predators from our perspective. Don't use their words. Don't use their terms. We live in our world. And our world is this. If you seek to put children in a sex show, which they've done with kids doing drag who rip their clothes off for money, you are a predator. You are a child predator. Take a look at this from Newsweek. Kevin Bacon, anti-drag ban, blah, blah, blah. What I find interesting is they highlight some of these states. They say multiple states around the U.S. have successfully passed laws or are trying to limit the performances of drag queens in public spaces. Yeah, here's my favorite. Let me read. They say more than 32 of these bills were introduced in U.S. states such as Arizona, Arkansas, Iowa, Idaho, Kansas, Kentucky, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, North Dakota, Nebraska, Oklahoma. What did I say? Oklahoma. South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and West Virginia. Tennessee was the first to pass a bill that bans adult cabaret performances, including male or female impersonators who provide entertainment that appeals to a prurient interest of similar entertainers from performing in public places where children could see them. That sounds completely reasonable. Why is Kevin Bacon opposed to this restriction? Why does Kevin Bacon want children to look at sex shows? Now, I'm kidding, right? I don't actually think Kevin Bacon wants any of that stuff. I think the problem is he's not paying attention. And it's weird and it's creepy. Don't promote things you don't understand. Otherwise, my joke, my point, it's the truth. I like Kevin Bacon. I do. I think he's a good dude. I really do. I think what he's doing he's coming from a good place, but he's just so ignorant to what's going on. He's been in a bunch of movies, he's been in a bunch of shows. I think he's great at what he does. And I mostly don't see this kind of stuff from him. So I'm here to just be like, buddy, come on, man. Can you please just Google this stuff before you put your name on it? Because Kevin Bacon, buddy, you just put your name on child sex shows. Was that your intent? Man, for the love of all that is holy, please pay attention, dude. I'm a big fan. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy special promo thing. It was amazing. Thought it was so much fun. This breaks my heart. They say now Hollywood actors Bacon and Sedgwick have thrown their viral support, blah, blah, blah. The garments show a person with a trolled up mustache. You get it. Drag bans are bad karma. Well, here's the tweet, and here's how people responded. Donut operator says people just don't want kids in sexualized performances. Hollywood actors would support it, though. Natalie F. Denolition says, ask not why the children shouldn't seek the drag queens. Ask why drag queens crave an audience of children. Who are these people, these creeps and these scumbags who are trying to convince children to come to a sex show? I don't care if it's burlesque. I don't care if it's an adult woman in a bikini. I don't care if it's a child pageantry thing. Don't put these kids in these things. And I love it. And the left is like, you're complaining about drag, but why are you complaining? You're not complaining about children in beauty pageants. Yes, I am. Yeah, right here. Well, what about Hooters? You're not complaining about kids going to Hooters? Yeah, I also think so. But as I like to say with the Hooters thing, there's a big difference between females having bodies and you putting on a show with the explicit intent to have sexualized performances. Right? Anybody who's been to Hooters knows the game. The big tittied women walk up to your table and they lean forward to the men and say, what can I get you? And it's like, yeah, I get it, dude. I'm not a fan of Hooters. I think it's stupid. But like, women have bodies. You know what I mean? Like, so if a guy wants to go out to Hooters, whatever. I don't think you should bring your kids there, but you're allowed to. Why? The fact that women are leaning forward to talk to men, it's suggestive. And I don't think kids should be around it. But the issue is women have bodies. Kids will see women walking down the street. Children can be at beaches, and there are women wearing bikinis. More revealing than what Hooters has to offer. Now, if the Hooters dancer started lifting up her shirt and shaking and then, squeezing herself, I'd be like, okay, you've crossed the line outright. So while I may not be a fan of it, I'm certainly complaining about it and saying you shouldn't bring your kids there. Myth Informed says, why do the drag shows cancel themselves when they can't have kids present? The point of the bans is because of the kids. Stop sexualizing kids. That was something I think in Florida, they said that pride parades can't have sex stuff in them. And then they were like, we're canceling. Huh? They canceled the pride parade because they banned sex performances in public? They were already illegal. Oh, good work, DeSantis, I guess. We got Ali London. He said, it's about protecting kids, actually. It's not a drag ban. It's just classifying drag as adult cabaret entertainment and making it 18 plus, which it should be. Myth Informed again says, there are hundreds of videos of kids at sexualized drag performances circulating. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not common. That's all I'm asking for Kevin Bacon to pay attention to. And I certainly hope he's not into this stuff. That's so sad. What do we have here? Callum Journalist says, never mind footloose. You have a screw loose. Aha. Okay. Mike Harlow says, nobody gives an ish if your husband wants to put on a dress and call himself Shirley. Don't do it in front of kids. What is so difficult to understand about this? Now, it's to varying degrees. I don't even care if that's all it was. If it was a guy in a dress and it was a performance, don't care. You take a kid to Broadway and as part of the Broadway, there's a male playing a female playing a male, don't care. The drag shows are intended to be sexualized. There was one that went viral where the drag performer had a thing on his chest with big fake boobs in a box, going up to kids and doing suggestive things. And that's what they're defending. That's what Kevin Bacon is protecting. It is mind-numbingly frustrating to see this guy promote this stuff and defend it. But more importantly, there's something you need to understand. He's just trying to make money. 6degrees.org. Join Kevin Bacon and 6degrees.org in supporting equity and justice, youth empowerment, blah, blah, blah. That's what it is. Selling virtue signals to the left. $30 for a t-shirt. Yeah. Listen, my friends, if you go to timcast.com, you can purchase our products, our merch. You want to know why we sell merch? To make money, to run our business. I'm not going to come out and tell you that, wear our shirt that says, we're going to put an end to hunger or something. I'm not doing that. But I get it. Kevin Bacon doesn't know what he's talking about, but he does know how to sell a product to a person who wants it. And there you go. So you got mugs, you got, a notebook. You want a little notebook? You can write in it. There you go. You have a tote bag. Yeah. Good product placement. It sells. That's why for the Timcast shirts, we don't like putting these messages on it. You look at our shirts, we have memes about the show. If you're buying a shirt or merch from us, it's because you want something that represents the show. I'm not here to make a shirt that says like, I believe in Second Amendment rights. Rah. We do sell the Roberto Jr. Stand Your Ground flag. It's an original concept, and it's Roberto Jr., our rooster, standing his ground. That's what we try to do. I got no problem with someone trying to sell political messaging products. It's important to get the message out. The issue is, if you don't know what you're talking about, you're probably the bad guy. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up in a few minutes. Stick around, and I'll see you all shortly.